the FBI has shown up because they get involved in kidnapping, abduction cases. And what happens at headquarters is that they pair off teamwork. One FBI agent, one detective, and they each in a pair interview each of these people. And so Detective Lemons is paired up with Special Agent Brad Snyder, whom you'll hear from. And they were kind of partners throughout this investigation. And it's very open-ended at the beginning. What they're asking for is just give us an account of your day. Give us an account of the last 24 hours. Where have you been? What have you done? And so you'll hear Snyder asking him this. The video is really nothing special. I think it's just ceiling tiles the entire time because the phone is sitting on a table. But the audio is good. You can hear it. And she starts with, we left the dentist and came home. So she does start at the beginning.
So right now, again, we're sorry for hurting her. We can't imagine the emotions that you're feeling right now. But it's difficult. Just the last 24 hours. Just kind of give me, what you've been through the past 24 hours. So the top 24 hours will be this time yesterday. So from about 1 o'clock yesterday, that's the time you're
So that's the start. I was leaving the dentist, getting my wisdom tooth pulled. And the end is the Oragel story, the Chevron Oragel story that she has as her last trip of the night. And she omitted that to Wilkins, is now had to come up with a story to cover this trip.
What that was really bothering me about almost 1 in the morning to call Circle K and see if they have Oragel. So I got in contact with another one of my friends named Misty that I used to work with. She has a lot of mouth problems and asked her if she had any Oragel. And let her up there at the Chevron and helped her and got back home. But also 12 minutes. I got to go to like 360 and study out right now. Everything was so hard once I get back. Get home, and my mouth, take all I get to get in there.
Fuck.
Okay.
Now, a couple things about this initial interview in which she's asked to give an account of her movements for like the last 24 hours. No mention whatsoever of the trip to the drug dealer. She didn't want to talk about what she was doing that night in the state that it put her in. So that's omitted completely from this interview. And now she's put a name to the friend who gave her the Oragel. Misty is what she calls her.
Apparently, if I don't move, TikTok freaking says I'm not there, even though we're all listening to this. So I gotta move or something every once in a while. I was moving, but apparently not moving enough, or not talking, or I don't know.
Now, I'll tell you before we move on from that, I'll tell you this. The police asked her to go through her phone, and of course she's playing, the victim. I'm the victim, the mother victim of child abduction. So she probably feels some pressure to cooperate. So she lets them go through her phone. A couple things I see is there's no call to Misty, and there's no call to Circle K to check and see if they have Oragel, which is something she said. First I called Circle K.
There you go. Another lie they caught her in, like, that they could prove by just looking at her phone. That she did not call Circle K, and she did not call Misty. The two people she said she called for Oragel. So another lie from her. That's number 3, I believe. So
to check and see whether they have Oragel. They didn't, so then I called Misty. None of that in there at all. They also see a message from the defendant to Danny. We looked at this earlier. This is when she's leaving the Circle K and is about to go to the drug dealer at 10:30. Gonna run to 204, I guess. This is something that she had left out in this initial interview with Snyder and Lemons. So they interview her again, and this time it's in the interview room. And they want to ask her, what's